but this is the Legria HF G25. On top is the little mini, I call it the Canon Contrick. It's the little mini itch hot shoe, cold shoe. Yeah, it's a hot shoe. And if you want to fit anything from anybody else's on it, you have to buy an adapter. £10. Switch it on while I show you the hood. The hood has a built-in flap which protects it. I like that. But I'm also buying a 58mm screw-on hood for when I use filters or when I use add-on lenses. That was a wide angle one, by the way. Although the camera is wide angle, and it's very good. So, where are we? Right, functions. I mean, where do you start? I found the best way is to switch it all off, which is down there. But doesn't help much. Right, I'm on f8 1/125th, and I am on autofocus. Although I don't like it, it's intelligent autofocus. I do go to manual, and it's got a ring here. Now, I might have to shoot several videos of this camera, as the programming alone is interesting, and then setting everything else up inside the program is even more interesting. This is just a resume of what I found unpacking it and using it for a couple of days. Still learning. You can see I also use the microphones and the earphones on manual, but they're not on now. It's just that I've got the dial zonking back and forward. It's still a piece of work. Right. Well, it's got a 32 gigabytes, sorry, of internal memory, and in there I've got some big hefty memory cards. That's up to you, but they're there. There's 3 lots of memory, and you can switch it around. I have 64 gigabyte card. B, oh, I have another 64 gigabyte. I can see adding it up. Well, that's 128, and there's 32 in the camera. So 128 and 32, what do you reckon? Right. As I say, it's got a wide angle lens anyway. It's 30.4mm. You've got 10 times optical zoom. It's got a very professional lens hood, and it looks like it means the business. It's only half a twist to take off, by the way. And there's that lens. And Canon's advanced HD CMOS Pro sensor inside, as always, provides outstanding low light performance. They are, as you would expect, full manual controls. As I say, I use them all the time, along with the lens focusing and the customizable control dial on the back. Right. Did I mention the battery was small? It's a lithium-ion battery, but it's tiny. Get larger ones. There's no point in struggling with the Canon one. It's just chuck it in your bag. It's there as a spare, isn't it? I mean, this one lasts 300 minutes. Oh, memory card cover storage is open. There you go. Right. It's got an 8-blade iris in the lens. And it's got progressive capture and some fancy cinema look filters built in. I don't use them. I do it all in post-production. Using my Corel Video Studio, and I've got the new Pro 6 Ultimate package. Still learning that. Well, I'm still learning everything. Along with that huge touchscreen LCD, it also has the EVF electronic viewfinder, which, as I said, is superb. It's one of the main reasons I bought it. You're no more struggling to see the screen in bright light, even if it's a superb screen. I do have a screen hood on the way. Did I mention that this has 32GB of internal memory? And it also manages up to 160GB, or mine does. That's if your mathematics was rubbish when we were talking about it earlier. The camera isn't cheap, so it is fair to expect a lot. I do, and it delivers. Major pain is that mini hot shoe design. My HF200, which I love, has the same one, and I did expect Canon to get a grip on this Contric by now. The design can be for no good reason at all, except Canon taking more of your money. Now, the viewfinder is fitted with a fantastic iPad there, and it is now on or off independent of the LCD screen. To switch it on, you pull it out a millimetre or two past the click, but the clever bit is that it can be pulled outward even further to clear that battery. It's just 100. You can fold that back as well, which helps if you wear glasses. It's actually 100% perfect. The zoom lever, and they do call it a lever, isn't a sliding toggle. It's located in a very comfortable position to use. No misses with this camera. It's also got one on screen. There's your zoom there, and you've got one built into the screen as well if you want to activate it. I don't. Old-fashioned. Now, the possibility of setting a maximum to the automatic gain applied is also a good thing. It prevents the appearance of luminous dots, which tend to render low light footage pretty unusable. It forces the camera to play more with aperture and shutter speed instead of dumbly applying too much gain. Not really good. I do have gain on this normally. I've usually got about 15. That's enough. Any more than that and I get too many sparklies and I don't want it. But if you don't set everything to manual, why would you want a lovely camera like this? You want to be in control. You'll love it. There's a lot of restrictions if you go on auto. I'll just rattle through a few while I switch that off and turn it around and generally mess with it. On that side you can see it's got auto, manual and cinema, and under there you've got your remote, your HDMI and out.